What's good, YouTube? Gunner here, and welcome to the channel. So before we get started, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that way you know when I drop a new video. And then also make sure you guys join the Twitch. That's where I do my live streams. Join me on Twitter. That's where you get live updates. And then make sure you guys join the Patreon and the Discord. All links in the description down below. Alright, so today we're going to be going into the top SR traps that you're going to want to craft within Master Duel. And keep in mind, 1 is not better than 10 and 10 is not better than 1. These are all cards that you're going to want to get at some point throughout your Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel career. Alright, so let's get into it. Alright, so the number 10 card that you're going to want to craft is Unending Nightmare. This is a really powerful card. So what it does is you pay 1,000 life points, then you target one face-up spell trap on the field and you destroy it. You can only activate this effect of Unending Nightmare once per chain. Right. So right there, once per chain means that it can be used multiple times throughout the same turn as long as there's a chain being created. Right? So pretty much this is a really good card because you only pay 1,000 life points and you get to pop a face-up spell or trap. That can be a field spell. That can be any face-up card that you might want to destroy on your own field. This is really powerful. Make sure you guys craft this card. Alright, so number 9 on the list is going to be Trap Trick. Now, Trap Trick's a really good card. What it does is you banish a normal trap from your deck, and then you set the same card with the same name directly from the deck. And then also it can be activated the same turn that this card was activated. Right? Very beautiful. And then you can only activate one Trap Trick per turn. So that's a really powerful card because there are a lot of really good traps that are just normal traps. Okay, we got a couple on the list here. But it's a really good way to get access to an automatic trap that can be activated on that turn. So it's really powerful. Make sure you guys craft this card as soon as you can. Alright, so number 8 on the list is going to be Solemn Warning. In my opinion, Solemn Warning is not the best Solemn card, but it's a really good SR trap that you're going to want to craft. What it says, when a monster or monsters would be summoned, or when a spell or trap card or monster effect is activated, that includes the effect of special summoning a monster, you pay 2,000 life points and you negate the summon or activation if you do destroy it. Really good way to stop your opponent from getting another special summon via its own effect or via a spell or trap that special summons. So it's really powerful in that aspect. Make sure you guys pick this card up. Now, number 7 on the list is going to be Summon Limit. Summon Limit is really powerful because it says neither player can summon more than 2 times per turn. Negated summons count towards this limit. Negated cards and effects that would count towards a summon don't count. So it's very powerful because it's pretty much a card that's going to keep you from spamming out the board. So it's really powerful in that aspect. You're definitely going to want to pick up your copy of Summon Limit. Alright, number 6 on the list is going to be Rivalry of the Warlords. This is a really powerful card. It says each player can only control one type of monster. Send all other monsters they control to the graveyard. So it's automatic wiping the field, and then each player can only control one type of monster. So it's really good if you're playing a certain deck that maybe allows you to have multiple cards on the field that are all different types. So a lot of that could actually be gladiator beasts. A lot of those cards are wing beasts and just regular beasts and things of that nature. You can have multiple cards like that, and if your opponent is only playing cards that all synergize the same and are all only the same type, you can really stop them from playing the game. Alright, so number 5 on the list is going to be Goin Match. This is a really good card because it says each player can only control one attribute of a monster, and then you send all other monsters they control to the graveyard. So it's really good because a lot of cards in the game all have the same attribute. So you definitely want to use this in a deck that where you're using multiple attributes and a lot of the time your opponent's only going to be using the same attribute. So it's a really, really good floodgate. You're definitely going to want to craft this card. Our number 4 on the list is going to be Evenly Matched. Now, Evenly Matched is really, really powerful because what it's going to do is at the end of the battle phase, if your opponent controls more cards than you do, you can make your opponent banish cards from their field face down so they control the same number as you do. If you control no cards, you can activate this card from the hand. So it's a really, really powerful card. When you're going second, you go straight to the battle phase, you activate this card, you wipe out everything your opponent did, and then on main phase 2, you start to play your game. So it's a really, really good blowout card. Make sure you pick this card up immediately. Alright, so number 3 on the list is going to be Ice Dragon's Prison. This is a really powerful card, okay? Again, this synergizes with Trap Trick that we stated earlier. Now what this card does is you target one monster in your opponent's graveyard, you special summon into the field, but the effects are negated, and then you can banish one monster both players control that are on the field that have the same type as each other. So it's really, really good to be able to out cards that your opponent controls. You can banish their monster and banish the same monster that you grab from them. So it's really, really powerful in that aspect. Make sure you guys cop Ice Dragon's Prison. Alright, so number 2 on the list is going to be Macrocosmos. This card's actually really, really powerful because it says, while this card is face up on the field, any card sent to the graveyard is banished instead. So on your first turn, if you establish your whole board and on your opponent's standby phase you flip up Macrocosmos, any card that they decide to send to the graveyard is banished instead. That turns off so many decks because a lot of decks work off of the graveyard and being able to recycle from graveyard to field, from graveyard to deck, or from graveyard to hand. So if you're automatically cutting out that aspect of the game, you can really, really hinder your opponent. Make sure you pick up Macrocosmos. Alright, and number 1 card on the list that you're going to want to craft is Skill Drain. I don't know why this card's at 3. It's absolutely incredible. Pick it up. What it does is you activate this card by paying 1,000 life points. You negate the effects of all face-up monsters while they are face-up on the field. So you inherently turn off all effects of all monsters on the field. So it's an oppressive card. You definitely want to pick this up if you're playing a trap deck, if you're playing Trap Eldritch, if you're playing anything that involves trap cards, and you don't mind your cards being turned off as well. So again, make sure you guys pick up Skill Drain. It's a really, really powerful floodgate card. I personally hope it gets banned, but hey, it is what it is. Craft it if you're playing a trap deck. Alright, so that's the video, guys. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that way you know when I drop a new video. And then also make sure you guys follow me on all the social medias. And then as well, make sure you guys hit the sub button on YouTube. We're still on a road to 100 subs. So please make sure you guys support the channel. And with that, have a great day.